Hey everybody. Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh, hey everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Dinner with Dad. So glad you are with us. Tonight, again, we're making a brand new recipe, first time, which you know is always a little scary, but we are making another Italian chicken dish called chicken Florentine. Now we have made Tuscan chicken, we've made chicken Lombardi, now we're doing chicken Florentine. We've been all over Italy. We're going to start off with a tablespoon of butter, and we're going to melt it and spread it into our cast iron skillet. Just like this. La 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 la.
Any Italian arias again? You came up
Ooh.
short last time.
Yeah, I'll sing something here in a minute. Oops, you don't want to use metal on a cast iron skillet. Sorry. The chicken Florentine. Where did that come from, Callie? Chicken Florentine. What's that mean?
Florence, Italy.
Kentucky?
No,
Is this about the Yaw Tower?
I don't think so.
No, it's not.
Florence.
This has nothing to do with Florence, Kentucky, the suburb of Cincinnati, which is near us. Nothing about the Florence Yaw Tower. This comes from Florence, Italy, of course. Of course.
Have you been to Florence?
I have not, but I want to go. I want to go and see Michelangelo's David and David, correct? All the wonderful works of art in Florence. Okay, so we're going to cook 4 chicken breasts in our cast iron skillet.
Stop that.
That's pretty fun. I'm going to fling it across the room.
Stop that.
So here we go. We're going to sear them and cook them through.
Is there a time limit for each side?
I don't really know.
Are you fully cooking them?
I'm fully cooking them. So I'm just going to cook them until my meat thermometer says they're cooked. And they're different sizes, because look, this one's a little
breast.
Little breast. This was big breast. Big buttery breast now. So we're cooking those in butter, okay?
We'll see you in a little bit and we'll tell you how long it took to cook our chicken.
Yeah, but I'm going to do other things.
Oh, I didn't realize.
I mean, if you want to just turn it off, it's fine. I do have to sanitize my hands because I'm touching raw meat.
Sorry.
And I'm sorry, Callie. I have to do this too. I have to get rid of this. And I have a Clorox wipe here to clean up the potential salmonella on the counter.
We cannot have salmonella right now.
We cannot. So while that's cooking, I'm going to get ready working on the sauce, which includes 8 ounces of white mushrooms. So I'm going to chop these up. The chicken Florentine, yeah, we've already talked about that. How's everybody's day gone? Oh, somebody got me, remember how my cutting board like moves all the time? Somebody gave me a hack for that. I'm gonna try it. What you do is you take a dish towel. I'm gonna take kind of a smallish one here. Oh, don't look at my dish towel. Okay. And you wet it like so. Put it down on the counter like this. This dish towel, old. And you put your cutting board on top of it. Doesn't move.
What a great hack. Thank you.
Shout out to Eileen, a Dinner with Dad viewer. She texted me that hack. And that is awesome. I'm going to move it up there.
Thanks so much. If you have your own cooking hacks, feel free to share them in the
Please.
comments.
Because as I said the very first episode, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just cooking because we have to eat. So anyway. You want to cut these mushrooms relatively thick, this recipe says. So I'm only doing these are pretty big, fairly big mushrooms, so I'm doing cut them into fourths.
Right.
Now, I'm excited because we're making chicken Florentine, but I'm also making an exciting side tonight.
Have you made the side before?
I haven't.
Oh
but
my
I'm
god.
really excited. I found this recipe online.
Did you wash your mushrooms?
I did wash the mushrooms.
Okay.
I did wash them, yes. And I lost one down in the garbage disposal, but I fished it out and washed it.
Oh.
And you'll never know which one it was.
Oh my.
It kind of came out slimy. I'm not gonna
cap.
cap. But I washed it. I wasn't about to lose a good mushroom to the garbage disposal when I was just washing it anyway. What was I saying? Okay, yes, I'm excited about this side. Cheesy. Did I tell what it was?
No.
Cheesy cauliflower rice.
Mmm.
Yes, it's brand new. Cheesy garlic cauliflower rice, I think. Yeah. So
it sounds delicious.
It sounds delicious. I hope it is. Now, you know, new recipes, you never know. If you watched our previous episode, or just the previous one before this, when I made the Swedish meatballs, you know, it was kind of a fail. I mean, I think they were really good actually, but I messed them up. It was my fault.
If you want to see what happened, make sure to check our last video.
Our last episode. I don't know what number that is, but I just got impatient and I was worried that they were not thickening up, and I added stuff and they tasted okay, but the texture wasn't.
If you try out one of our Dinner with Dad meals, please share a picture with us. We would love to include it in our next episode.
Yes, you can always, I'm not doing rhythms today. You can always send a picture via Facebook Messenger,
or you can text it if you have a number, or you can put it in the comments of either Facebook or YouTube.
Yes, and we'll get it that way.
Also, if you have, you can keep chatting, I'll talk about it. If you have recipes that you'd like to send to us, we're always looking for new recipes to try. So if you have any, please send them our way and we'd love to try them.
Yes, please send recipes. I would love to try your recipe. As long as they're low carb. I mean, that's how we eat, so.
And they're not limited to dinners. They could also be low carb desserts. And we might have another episode of Dessert with Dad if you send us a dessert keto recipe.
Yes, we might.
Did you not like Dessert with Dad?
I love the dessert, actually.
We might be
the
making it again
keto desserts, though, they take such weird ingredients that are hard to find sometimes. But we would love to have your recipe. Send it to us. Okay, so I've got, I don't know, what did I do? How many cloves of garlic there? About 4, I think? About 4?
5.
I don't know, 4 or 5. So I've got half a pound of mushrooms and about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to leave that for now, and I'm going to check on our chicken over here. It's been several minutes. I think we need to turn it.
Looks good.
It does look good. Look at this baby breast. It's shrinking up.
So you seared these without any seasoning on them?
I know, it didn't say to season them, which I know, I'm taking everything. It takes all that I have not to pour a bunch of salt on them right now. I feel like I need to season them.
Well, what happened when you messed with the recipe last time?
I know. When I mess with things, it's when things go awry. So I don't know. I am taking this gross thing.
So what exactly is in Florentine chicken?
Florence what?
Florentine chicken.
Oh.
What exactly is it?
Well, you're going to find out, but it's, after we do the chicken breast, we're going to take them out and then we're going to make a nice creamy sauce that has mushrooms and spinach.
Oh.
Now, you remember we did the Tuscan chicken, and it had spinach in it as well. It did not have mushrooms, and it had those oil-packed sun-dried tomatoes, which was really lovely. And
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. And lots of paprika and different spices. So this has different spices, no tomatoes. The chicken Lombardi, remember, had lots of mushrooms and a little bit different sauce. But this has spinach again, so that'll be fun.
Yes.
Now, also what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, for my cauliflower rice, I'm going to use the microwave version. It's the only way to do it. You steam it in the bag, this side up, 7 minutes. We're going to get that done.
And you're using 2 bags?
I'm going to do 2 bags, which makes 6 cups. The recipe calls for 4 cups, so I'm going to, obviously, I'm bumping it up by 50%. All right, so I think I've done all I can do for the moment. We will check back when our chicken's done, when our rice is done, and we'll start our sauce. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in just a sec. All right, everybody. Chicken's still cooking. It's almost done, though. Actually, I've already taken the little tiny breast out. It was done. I've got my cauliflower rice out of the microwave here, and it is done as well.
Lots of stuff is going on at the counter right now.
I know, way too much. Normally I do most of it over here on the island, but this is just like way too much. Oh well, it's where we have to be. So I'm going to open my cauliflower rice. You all have seen me burn my fingers here before. Try not to do that. And I'm going to dump it in a pot on the stove. I currently don't have any heat on it, but I will. It's all cooked. We'll just have to
Keep it warm.
And to melt the other stuff I'm going to put in. So I'm using, as I said, I'm using 2 bags, which makes 6 cups. I'm sure we'll have leftovers, but that's all right. So to that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter.
But really, you're adding 50%, right?
Right. That's why it was really 1, I'm adding 2.
Oh.
I know, I like more butter in it. And then I'm taking garlic salt, and I'm doing a whole teaspoon of garlic salt.
A whole teaspoon.
Teaspoon. Not tablespoon, teaspoon. Actually, it's supposed to be a half, so I should do a little less than 1, like 3/4. I don't want to be too salty.
Or too garlicky.
Or too garlicky, yes. And then we do 4 tablespoons of cream cheese, which would be 6. Right? So I have 3 here in this package. 3 here. I'm making a total mess today.
You really are.
I'm sorry, and I cannot stand it. Hope you can hear me because there's a lot of snap, crackle, and pop going on back here. And I'm not talking about the Rice Krispies.
Oh my gosh, I've been forgetting to use my tripod.
Callie?
I'm failing.
Callie got a new tripod. Well,
I use a little handheld one, but I did get a new one that actually like stands on the ground. At the thrift store.
Of course. Now I'm going to turn some heat on this a little bit to start, because I got to get all this melted. I need 1/4 of a cup of milk. Do we use milk?
No, we do not.
We do not use milk. We use heavy whipping cream. So 1/4 plus 50% is what, Callie?
1/4 plus an 1/8. Wait, I don't know.
This is what it is. It's 1/4.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Plus 1/2 of a 4th. That's what it is.
Well, that would be an 1/8.
I know it's an 1/8. I'm checking my chicken here. These 2 are definitely done. To add to my little one over here. Oh! There it comes. Look how pretty.
It's like you're a pro or something.
And then this big one over here is being a little... Ooh! Oh, it's done too. It's up to 160. Okay, great.
But look at that.
So they're all done. I'm going to just turn that down for a second. We're coming right back to that though. So what did I do? Did I do the milk?
You did.
Did I do it? Okay. Then we need 2 cups of cheddar cheese, which really means I need 3 cups. I don't know how like real cooks do it when they like have to be in the kitchen and like make multiple things, because it kind of stresses me out.
Well, I mean, think about those Food Network cooking shows, Dad.
I know.
Where they don't even know what they're gonna cook until like the first 30 seconds, you know, and they just have to go.
I know. I don't know. I couldn't do it.
You don't do
I get
well.
stressed out just like making 2 things at the same time.
You don't do well under pressure in this way.
Well,
In this way.
I nearly dropped my cheese. And that would have gone all over the place. Oh.
It was like such a delayed reaction. Wow, that was
So that's a lot of cheese. It's a lot of cheese. And then we're supposed to do a half a teaspoon of salt. And just do that. I already have garlic salt in there, so. What do I need? I need a spoon. I need a spoon. So I'm going to stir all this up. The rice is already cooked and hot. So what we need it to do is to melt this butter and the cream cheese and the shredded cheese. So I'm gonna put a little heat on this. I'm gonna put the lid on it. Let it melt. Not too much heat because I don't want it to cook much more. All right? So I'm sorry, I've got a huge big mess here. Let me clean this up really fast and then we'll get to making our sauce.
And we're back.
All right, so I put another little pat of butter in here in our skillet. We've
Did
got
you
all
say
kinds,
a pat?
A pat.
I never knew it was a pat.
A pat of butter. And you'll see there's all kinds of great juices and stuff in here left over from the chicken. You want that in there. Then I'm gonna add in our mushrooms, first of all. And I'm gonna let them saute here in this butter and all this chicken stuff. This is gonna take a few minutes because I want them to get really kind of nice and, I don't know what you call it.
I don't know, but so you're not adding the garlic yet?
Not yet. It says to cook the mushrooms first for a few minutes and then add the garlic and the spinach. I have, the best way to do this is buying bagged spinach. It's the best way to do it. And so we're gonna add those in.
Can you buy spinach like a cabbage?
You can buy it, yeah, like big leaves of it, I think, and you can also buy it frozen.
I don't even know.
Well, you know now.
But do you really know? I mean,
I think I know.
okay,
Look at
anyway.
this mess, I still have a mess here. We'll be back. We'll be back in just a few. Hey everybody, check in on my rice. I had to actually turn the heat up a little bit because my cream cheese and other cheese wasn't melting, but now it is, and look at that. Look at that, that's my favorite thing. I also forgot to put in the parsley. So, because it has like a little green in it. So I'm gonna put in, I don't know, about that much. I'm gonna stir that up. And I tasted it, and I added a little more garlic salt. Just a little bit, not much, but I added a little bit more. I felt like it needed. So, you just kind of have to use your taster. I'm gonna add a little more parsley in it too, because it's not quite as green as I want it. Look at that. Come and look at it. Come, cameraman. Camera woman. I'm gonna taste it. It's like a risotto or something. It's really good. Oh, it's good. It's good and cheesy. So I'm just gonna turn it on low now and let it just kind of hang out. We'll go back to our sauce over here. I put our lid on to cook our mushrooms a little faster. And of course it created, when you put the lid on, you know, you don't get the steam out. So you create a little bit of liquid, which is totally fine because we're trying to make a sauce anyway. I'm gonna add our garlic. And then I'm gonna add our spinach. It calls for 6 ounces in the recipe. This is an 8-ounce bag. So
Perfect.
I'm gonna put most of it in there. And I know it looks like a ton, but
It really does cook down.
cooks down really fast. That's probably 8. Should I just use it all?
I think you should keep it all.
Okay, I'm using it all, everybody. Because, you know, it doesn't last very long to save anyway, so. So I'm putting it all in here.
Although, let me have a leaf.
You want a leaf?
Yes.
How weird.
They're good. Spinach salads are the best.
Okay. So I'm gonna let that cook down a little bit before we add our other liquids, which are chicken broth. Heavy whipping cream, is that right? Yes, heavy whipping cream. And then some grated Parmesan cheese we're gonna add in there. So, be back in a minute. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put in our liquid because maybe I'm getting impatient again, but I don't think this is gonna cook down without liquid in it. So we want about 1/3 to 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. And 1/4 of a cup of chicken broth. So we're gonna mix all that in there.
That doesn't seem like a lot of liquid.
It doesn't seem like a lot of liquid. But when you look in there like that, you can see it.
Here, let me see.
But yeah, it really doesn't.
Yeah, the liquid is there.
It's there. And I'm gonna put the lid back on it. And see the spinach, it needs that liquid. It needs that liquid to wilt away. So I'm gonna put the lid back on it and let it kind of wilt down. And we're gonna add some grated Parmesan cheese. How much do we add? We'll find out. 3 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese and some salt and pepper. And then, well, you'll see, but then we just add our chicken back in and we're ready to eat. So this is a pretty fast meal. Be back in a sec.
That'll be in.
Are we odd?
Yeah.
I don't know why she can't count me down.
Well, I
I
smile.
have to guess. How hard did it go? 3, 2,
I can't
1.
tell you how many times he's like started and I'm still adjusting the lighting and I have to like be like, meh.
I don't know. Okay, anyway. So as you see, I took the lid off a few seconds ago and I've just been stirring. And look, all of that 8 ounces of spinach has kind of wilted down, which is exactly what we wanted. Now we're going to add to our sauce by putting in 3 tablespoons, and this will help thicken it too, I think. 3 healthy tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese. That one was very healthy. And then we're going to just sprinkle in just a little bit of salt and pepper.
Can you say salt and pepper in any other languages?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot.
I am.
Salz is German, right?
Yeah? Do you know how to say pepper?
No.
Pepper.
Oh, pepper. So I'm gonna let this now just simmer here for a few minutes without the lid, so it'll thicken up. It doesn't necessarily have to thicken up. But let it, that cheese and everything mix in here. And then we're gonna add our chicken back in to let it warm up and kind of soak in all these flavors. Hey, so it's been about, 10 minutes or so, and no cap, I did add about another tablespoon of Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese, because it wasn't thickening, but look, after about 10 minutes or so, it has kind of thickened up. So we're gonna take our little chicken breasts. They've been sitting out for a while here, so we're gonna put them in, and they're fully cooked, of course, but we're gonna put them in here and let them heat up a little bit. We're gonna put sauce all over them.
Take in the flavors.
Take in the flavors, yes. And we're just gonna put them in here for a few minutes. Let them soak all that in and heat up. I'm gonna put the lid on it. I've turned the heat down so that the cheese doesn't stick. Now I'm telling you what's really good. I just tried this. This stuff is so good. Now I'm telling you, you may be a little hesitant to think about cauliflower, because I'm not a cauliflower fan either. I've talked about this, cauliflower fan. But this is so good. You've got to try this. It's like cheesy rice. It's like risotto.
Does it compare to like, I don't know.
You don't taste cauliflower at all. It is so good. I can't wait for people to try it. I'm really excited about that. Okay, give us a couple minutes and then we're gonna plate all of this beautiful chicken Florentine. All right, it's time to plate it up. Our chicken's been marinating or having fun in here for a few minutes. So we're gonna plate this up. We've got this beautiful chicken breast topped with mushrooms and spinach. I'm gonna put a little of this creamy sauce on top of it. More sauce, the better. And then for our vegetable, our side, we've got this lovely cheesy cauliflower rice. Look at that. Look at that. That's my phrase. Beautiful, tasty, low-carb dinner with Dad. Enjoy.